girl Berta Eloise with the video today. So today we're going to be talking about makeup. Actually, not talking about it, we're going to be doing makeup, okay? So a little disclaimer before I get started, I am not a professional, okay? I just taught myself how to do makeup, along with asking questions when I go get my makeup done, all that stuff, okay? So we're going to start with a clean face, okay? You always want to start your makeup with a clean face. Please start your makeup with a clean face, all right? So for my clean face, it takes them, okay? You see it's gone, okay? And this thing, I bought this bottle not even a month ago, for real. It's good. It's what I live by. So just take basically a little circle pad, like a little cotton ball, and I got this Family Dollar. Just put some. Okay, so I already kind of cleaned my face before. Well, I did, not kind of. But, make sure you get the eye. Good. Okay. So just let that dry for a little bit. All right. So next, well, I start with my brows, okay? So what I'm using for my brushes, I have the e.l.f. brushes. I don't know if you can see that. There we go, e.l.f. brushes. So, and the thing I like about e.l.f. brushes is like they're labeled as to what they're for. Like you don't never have to guess like oh, I need a concealer brush. Like it says concealer brush, like, you know. So I like e.l.f. for that reason. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take my lash and brow wand from e.l.f. Okay, and I'm just gonna shape up my brows. Now, honestly, before I don't do my brows, like as far as like tweezing them and stuff, I go get them strung. So I got mine done a few days ago. What you're gonna do is just, what I do is I just go in an upward motion and just like line it up the top, just to get it to go like a wave. And it's kind of thin over here. Mine's thin over there, so just, okay. Yeah, let's just take my brow comb brush. And you guys can see that. There we go. And just same thing. You can, so I can get it as thick or as lined up as possible. Okay. Next, I start off with my pencil, right? So I align my brows with a pencil. I think it looks better than the gel some people use. So I bought a pencil from your local beauty store, brown. I don't use black, okay? I don't think you should use black, only because it doesn't look good, okay? Brown, guys, brown. So just basically take it and start here. The front of your eye. Now try to follow your brow, your natural brow, because you don't want it too thick either. And don't worry about getting it too perfect either, because that's what the concealer's for, but I'll show you guys. Now you're gonna look weird, all types of weird when you're doing your makeup, guys. Get you together. And just strokes. Like I said, don't worry about it looking too bad at the time. Just gonna get the outline going. Trust me, I promise it's gonna look good, y'all. Do the same thing to the other side. And you just fill it in, okay? Okay, next, take your, what I do, I take my brow lash wand. So now I just, and then just blend it, basically. Just what I do is I go back in the same motion I did before and blend it. Oops. Literally try to go like barely touch it at the top. And I promise you guys, it looks crazy, but it's the steps I go through. And it's just working. It works for me. Okay. Okay, so now that you did that, you blended it all up. Okay, so you see how thick it looks and like even. And if you get a close up, it's like you could tell. Baby girl, I got you. So next I go in with my concealer, y'all. Okay. Okay, the best ever. Now this is in the color Toffee. Okay, got this at my local hair store. So what I do, and it comes like this. It looks like this, and it's like a little wand thing at the bottom. I like it because I get more control over how I arch it. So I'm just show you. I just squeeze. There you go. You see how it came out like this. Okay, let me see. Focus. There, whatever. But you get the point. Squeeze it a little bit. You don't need much, guys, and that's the thing. You do not need much at all. Okay. So take it, and it don't really matter. But I will start on this side so you guys can see. So I hold my eye this way, and then I just go under and line around. That's what I do with the pencil. Now this is the part that really I use to make my brows as thin or as thick as I would like. So you go like this. You see how I'm using it to like line my face. Okay. Now I usually use this to make my arch also because I don't really, well, this eye, but anyway, what I would do is take this concealer and then go up a little bit here to give it that little lift. So I'll show you guys. And go up just a tad and back down. Okay, see how I like give it a little, I don't know, just a little bit. I don't like deep arches. I just try to follow my brow line naturally. And then you just do the same thing at the top. Okay. You see how easy it glides on? Like, I love this stuff, y'all. Okay. I will not use nothing personally. But use what you may. Okay, so you see how it's on, but it looks thick. Well, it is thick, it ain't gonna look thick. But we're gonna fix that. I kid you not, y'all. Concealer. So you see how like this one is like way like smaller basically. So what I do, I just take the concealer and I'll just basically try to match this one up with that one more. So I'll show you guys. Concealer acts as like an eraser for your mistakes on your brows. Like they are like seriously. And like I said, it's the thing I like about it is like you don't have to make sure it's perfect. Like I promise, guys. Like, and another thing, your brows are never going to be identical. Okay, they're not twins. They're just one is always gonna, you're gonna have a favorite brow. To me, every person got a favorite brow. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I know it looks uneven, but I promise you, once we get the blending, you gonna see. Okay, so next we're gonna go in and blend it out, basically. All right, so what I use, like I said, all my brushes are from e.l.f. I got them on Amazon for $25. It was a package deal, guys. Here's the foundation brush. I'm gonna use this to blend it out. Now when you go to blend, you don't want to like rub, you want to pat. You want it to pat, okay? You don't want to do this. No, you want to pat. And honestly, if you want to, some people use their finger because your finger is the best blender, honestly. Like, the sponges and stuff are great, don't get me wrong. Your finger though. But before this video, I'm gonna use my foundation brush, okay? So what I do is start at either eye. I'm gonna start this one. And I'm just gonna pat it in. And you patting your concealer. I mean, your eye concealer. And I also try to like line up the, you might have like little clunks, but you just line it up. Okay, so and then like you still see how like I don't like it because of how uneven it is to me. Well, I'm pretty sure to y'all too. But let me just finish blending real quick and then I'll show y'all how to fix the unevenness. And I just went that way that time just to get the excess off. And then I'm just going with my finger, guys, because it is kind of harder to blend with the brush. If I usually, you don't have the sponge, finger, guys. Fingers. Okay. And the fact that it's lighter than your brow, that's what you want. You want your concealer to be a little lighter than you to give it that highlight, and I'll show you. You will see it at the end with the finished look. I'm just hitting this out a little bit more because I did that because that's just what I do to make sure I get a good okay, so and another thing too, say for instance I knock off, well I did actually, that's what I'm saying. I knocked off a little bit too much over here because I'm trying to line it up to make it even. All you have to do is take your pencil, the brown pencil, and re-go over it. And I'm gonna show you guys how to do that. So I'm just gonna use my finger to blend this out again. And when I blend it, like I said, I dab, I don't rub, I try not to rub. So just with the pencil, and you draw it back in, baby. But even though you add it back in, you can always go over it with the concealer, and it's gonna make it look dark enough, guys. Promise you. And like I said, your brows are not going to be like identical, on point. It's all going to come together, I promise you. So if mine look a little bit uneven, I'll be knowing it's okay though. And I just fill it in a little bit more. And then basically you just go take your wand and then you blend, 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 blend. Okay. And what I do, I use the front, I go up. Take the front, go up, and then the other you go back. I don't know if that makes any sense. Because I'll show you why. So these should be up. Angle it off. And like I said, it helps like tremendously, like big difference when you get them tweezed or strung. So if you know how to do it yourself, go ahead and pick those extra hairs before you do this, before you even line your brows up, okay? So I'm just gonna go back through my finger and just blend a little bit more. Okay, all right. So next, we're going to go ahead and let that sit for a little bit. Wow. All right. So as you guys can see, I'm done with my brows. Okay. So I know it looks light. I'm lighter here, and that's what I want, and that's what we want. Okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do my eyes. Okay. Now for that, I personally, I don't always. Let me stop right there. I use eye concealer. Okay, so I got this eye concealer from e.l.f. also. I know it's not like everything is from e.l.f. It's not. This is not an ad. Okay, so I literally just wanted to do makeup, went on Amazon, and e.l.f. had like a deal. And then I forget where I went to get the makeup from, but this is the e.l.f. eye concealer. This is what it looked like. Okay, so what I do, basically take it, and this is what it looks like, right? It's kind of like the lipstick little thing. Yeah. Okay, so take some of that and apply it to your eyelid like this. Okay. So next, I can use a brush, but I'm not. But I am. I'm gonna go between. I'm gonna use my foundation brush again and the finger. All right. So we're gonna start up here. And like I said, I'm doing a patting motion. Just gonna pat that in. All right. Get the corners. Make sure you get those corners. And you're just tapping throughout the eye. Okay. Same thing on the other side. Tap, tap, tap. Then I'm just finger. Alright, so next. So you just let that dry a little bit. Mine's is dry for the, yeah, it's dry. Okay, so what I want to do, I'll go in with, now we can start with the color. So I'm going to do purple. So these are all the colors I have. I'm just gonna go with purple. Okay, so what I got, the brush I use for this is an eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. Of course. So just basically take that, and what I do, go in. I start on the outer and work my way in. I don't know what this part of the eye is called, but you work your way in that way. So I'm gonna go lighter there. So let's do this one. Let's do that one. So then the next one I want to go in with is probably, I'm gonna go a little lighter, a little bit above that, but with a different color. So let's try, let's go with the one right next. And I'm also going to probably put like a blue, maybe. I think I want to do blue too. And I'm not pressing down as hard as you guys probably think. I'm actually going to light. Okay. And then for the bottom part of the eye, I want to go darker. So, let's do probably like this orange. Let's do this orange. See how that looks. Now, just to get it a little darker up there, I just want to probably go, not darker, but you know, a little bit more prevalent, go over it with the orange a little bit more. And make sure you like get it good there. Now I know it looks tricky, y'all. Now, because of the purple is kind of like, I don't see it as much as I want to, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch brushes because it's got both colors on it right now, and I'm going to use my eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. also, go figure, right? And then I'm gonna go back in with that same purple that I had before, just to get it a little darker. And this time I'm not gonna tap really, I'm just gonna blow just a little bit, just to get the extra dust off. And like I said, you start here. See, like the orange up here and then the purple. Okay, and it's gonna come together, guys, once we start blending. We ain't got there yet because I want one more color here, and I think I want to go with this other purple I have. It's like a metallic purple, and I got this, most of this, like the colors and stuff, I got it from my beauty store, like not my beauty store, but my hair store. So this is that birthday cake. I don't know by who or whatever. Say NJ. So I'm just gonna use the purple. These all jacked up, but it's a purple in here. This one. That one. It's like a metallic looking purple. So we're gonna use that and we're gonna apply it like there. So I'm just gonna use the same brush I was just using. Just the eyeshadow brush from e.l.f. And then I'm gonna pack it on because I want it to be thick. I want it to come out, but not too thick. But so I do tapping it here, a little blow, and then do the same thing with the other eye. And I'm tapping it. Usually I like, you know, rub it like I did with the other one, but since I want this to be more prevalent, I'm gonna tap it. Okay, so you see how the colors are just there. They're not blended, they're just there, right? I'm going to go back over it and start blending it out a little better with this brush. Is from e.l.f. also. I'm telling you, this is not, I just bought them. Came in the bag. A smudge. Yeah, that. Okay, so I'm just gonna use this to blend it out. Okay, so and from here I'm not gonna blend it too hard. I'm gonna lightly just go over the crease, just kind of blend it out a little better. And it's just gonna get the hard line that I got here. And then I just use this to blend it a little up here. Okay, wrap it off a little bit. And then I'll go back in my defining eye brush. Also from e.l.f. And I'm switching brushes because of the eyeshadow stuff on it, and I don't got much stuff to wipe it on. But I don't got much stuff to wipe it on, so I'm just switching brushes. But if you don't have all the brushes and stuff like that, you can go to your local beauty store and get some for a couple dollars. I don't use expensive products. These, like I said, the whole pack of brushes I have, which is here, I'm gonna show you guys. So the pack that I bought on Amazon, and it was through Elf, all these brushes, okay, all of these came in the pack, okay. And the thing about it that I love about them, they all say like what they are, so you ain't gotta be like, oh my gosh, what is this, what is that, like, no, it's all here. Okay, so let me go back in, like I said, with my defining eye brush. There we go. And I'm just gonna blend, okay, so this is just here literally just to blend it out. And you don't have to use these colors. You can, I use whatever colors I want to use, honestly. I know some people are like, oh, go lighter, darker. I just use whatever I want to use. Okay, so next what I do, I go in with my liner. Okay, so I always use like black most of the time. No, always. But today I found this other one. It's by Ruby Kiss. And it's like a, I guess it's a color, it's purple. So since I'm doing like a purple look, I guess I'll just use this. But I'm gonna use this to go under my eye instead of over it this time for one. Well, with this one I am. It's pretty. Alright, next I'm gonna go ahead, like I said, with the black and go on top. I always use the black on top on my makeup. So how I apply it, I don't have the liquid one, I ran out, but I got this one. It's from the local beauty supply also. Like I said, most of the stuff was $1.99, $2. Only thing I don't cheat on is my foundation, and we'll get there. So it looks like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold my eye that way. And I usually start here, but I start here. I just want to do a wing. And then when I get to the edge, I kind of like, in a way, try to follow my line, my eye line. That's why I hold it like this. Like pull it back here so it can, like, you can just like, I don't just flow, like, you know. Like that. And yeah, but then I also bring it back in. Just try to thicken it up. Like that. And it don't got to be like the perfect like wing, because I can show you guys how to like make it a little better with the concealer. Now when I do my wings, honestly guys, they don't match. Okay, it don't match. Okay, so I'll go do the next one. Okay, so you see how like this one is like more like, and this one's like that. I don't get much into it, y'all. Like I said, this is just everyday makeup. But I'm gonna go out a little more this way. Like that. See, like, and that's how I fixed mine. And you see, like, I mess up all the time when I try to do these, but with this, I'm not too much worried about it. I'll show you guys how to clean that up with the concealer also. That's why concealer is your best friend, guys, when you're doing your makeup. It's like an eraser without having to erase your whole freaking face. You know what I'm saying? So, wow. This time I'm gonna use still the LA Pro Girl concealer, and this time I'm going in with the color Warm. I think that's what it's called, Warm Sand. Let's see if things can focus. Wow, 1 second. Okay, so like I said, I just take some concealer, a little bit. You don't need much for this. The only reason I really use this is because, like I said, this thing right here, it's like God sent, y'all. Just go over it, like literally. Even with the makeup, like just go over it, y'all, like literally. And that's what I do. I take this and I do this line, and you guys gonna see why. It gives it that clean, crisp look, like. And the same thing on the other side, okay? Now, and then, like I said, this one is the warm sand. I always use like darker, a little bit darker, on this part. Okay. And it's okay. You're gonna look like a tribe, all of them. But it's okay. And then I was gonna use a brush. Well, actually, I'm gonna go back and use my foundation brush by e.l.f. and pat it, basically, but also blend down at the same time. And like that one, I just erased a mistake. I'll go back and fix that. And I also just bring this under the eyes also. Cute. Alright. So now I'm just gonna go back in, like I said, and take the eyeliner and go back in and read. Alright, so that's done. But I'm gonna go back in with my finger and just pat it out a little bit more, just to kind of blend it. Okay, guys, so at this point we're pretty much done with our eyes. Like I said, pretty much, not all the way, because you're never complete without your lashes. Okay, well, I ain't gonna say that. You are, but for this look, I'm not. So for this, I'm gonna use these lashes. Okay, and I got them from my beauty supply store. It's the box that came in. It's 5D. I don't know what it means. Never wore these before, so I'm gonna see how it looks together. I'm sure it's gonna look good though. Your lashes, you know. Okay, so guys, to apply the lashes, we're gonna need lashes and lash glue. Okay, so some people use their hair glue, which is cool. I personally don't use it, but this is from my hair store too. Super Strong Hold Eyelash Adhesive in black. Okay, they have it in white too, but I just don't think that would look right. But this is what it looks like. $2.99. Okay. Now, I personally don't use tweezers. Like, to me, it makes it harder. Some people good at it. I'm not one of them, okay? But if you know how to use tweezers, baby, the point of this is to get the lash on and make it look good. So if you can do it with or without tweezers, however you like. So yeah, just let it dry just a little bit. I don't immediately put my lashes on because it still be so wet and like it's, I don't like it. So after it dries for about a couple seconds, 30 seconds, okay. And now I hold my eye and I use this and line it up. I don't put it all the way on the corner of my eye. I learned from experience that it irritates the fuck out of your eye, okay? And don't do it. Just maybe like right here, like if that makes sense. That part. Maybe a little bit closer though. And like it's hard to. Okay, here we go. I straighten it out a little bit. Alright, so I'm back and I put on one lash. Okay. But you see the difference? How lash, like no lash, like come on, like babies. Get the lashes. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna do that one. I'll be right back. Alright, so now I'm back with my lashes. Took me a minute. Got both of them on. That was the hardest part for me because I don't, like I said, I don't use tweezers. But if you want to see me do that, comment down below and I will do a tutorial on that. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do, well, what I do, I go in with a face moisturizer, okay? So for right now, of course, go figure, I got an e.l.f. It's a prep and hydrate balm. So what I do, I cleanse my face with this, and it looks like this, and it's a twist top. It twists down, twists up, and I like it. I have no problems with it. I got it for cheap. At the same time, I got my brushes. So what I do is just do like this, and it feels so good. And it moisturizes your face, leave your face feeling like soft, and it smells really good, y'all. Like seriously, it really does. Obviously my neck too, because of course you're gonna put makeup there too. You don't just do your face. You don't just do your face. You make sure you get that neck, okay? And then I just, you know, rub it in a little bit. Now after I do that, I go ahead and use my LA Girl Pro Prep HD High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. Okay, so I just take a little bottle like that, and you don't need much because a little bit goes far, y'all. So, and just take a little bit, put it right on the finger. And I just use it under my eyes. The places where I put my concealer that I'm gonna use on my face, I'm gonna put the primer, and it just helps stay longer. And it's like a really soft feeling. It gives your face that. Okay, so next after that, I go ahead and start with my foundation. Now this one is from Kiss. It's called Pro Touch Drop Foundation. It's a liquid, okay? And it comes in like the little medicine dropper thingy. Like this. Okay, so this I'm gonna just do, and you don't need a lot. I don't use a lot. Like I said, I don't use a lot of makeup. I promise. And when I do my makeup, you can't tell I got foundation and stuff on. But that also goes back to your skin. You know, you want to drink water to hydrate your skin and that. So what I do, I just start and take the little dropper and just put little drops all over my face, and I just dot it. And drop it. And I also put it there. Okay, just put it wherever. And then I'm gonna show y'all. This is what I do, and some people are like, "Oh, it's backwards," but it works for me. Okay. If it's not broke, you don't fix it. Okay. So what I meant was to get my again back to my favorite LA Pro concealer, and back with the warm sand, and I'm just gonna go over my blemishes. That's it, like the little dots that I don't want to, you know, have. Just so like under wherever you got like dark spots, so like under the eye, there. And then I do my nose, of course. And it's not a specific place I put it. Besides some places, like I don't contour, so you might want to see that. But like I said, I don't really get into it that much. And then of course here, because you're gonna blend this out, like it's gonna blend out. And then I go back in, let me go back in my foundation. And this is in the color chestnut. No, but anyway, it's chestnut, okay? And then you can use your fingers, like I said, or you can use your brush. So for the brushes, I'm going to use the brush that actually is meant for this, obviously. The foundation brush by e.l.f. So, like I said, you just tapping, okay guys, you're tapping. And you make sure you want to get it in your hairline too, because you don't want two different colored hairlines, guys. So what I do with that is just, and with that, like, pat it out, just. Okay, so this what we got so far, right? Alright, so you see how the brows got the highlight? That's how you do the lighter concealer, like that. Alright, okay, so next I'm just gonna go back under my my eyes with the purple eyeliner. And it got little flakes in it. Just often go back over that with concealer. And so concealer is your best friend though. Okay. Just blend that out. I'm gonna use my finger this time, please. And then I'm just gonna go back in a little bit with the color since I clearly wiped some of that off. So just gonna go back in with my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. And add the orange back in there. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed my video. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe, okay? That way you'll be notified next week when I upload another video, okay? See you next week on Be on a Budget with B.